I just got back from Atlanta, Bought my girl gift like I'm Santa. Then I skirt off in the panda, Life is so great, Alexander. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the LimLeem experience. Today what I want to talk about is how to gain weight as a hard gainer, how to gain weight when you got a fast metabolism. I have a fast metabolism. I'm actually a skinny guy by nature. Ended up putting on like 20 pounds in like 5 months at one time.
Damn!
It's funny because I used to always work out with people that was a lot bigger than me just because I felt like if I work out with them, then I get big too, you know what I'm saying? But I was skipping the whole diet piece. Like I really didn't know like what to eat. I just knew that everybody was real big on protein. Like, 'cause I was part of the whole protein craze. You know, you got to get 1 gram per pound and yada, yada, yada. But that wasn't really what I was looking for. Like, it just made me leaner. It made me strong. But it didn't really make me feel my clothes out, make me feel like bigger and thicker, you know what I mean, and full. So what ended up happening is, man, I started doing research and ran into some information on the 3 body types, man. So you got ectomorph, endomorph, and mesomorph. I didn't say them in order. So ecto is the skinny, meso is in the middle, like the muscle guy, and the endomorph is the kind of bigger guy that can't really eat anything without blowing up. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you could work out with people or just be friends with people that you work out with where they barely eat anything and they just be big still, you know what I'm saying? And then you got people like me who eat everything and don't really grow. So there is a certain way you need to eat while when you're trying to make gains, man. So for me, what works for me and what works for most ectomorphs is eating a lot of carbs. I'm just gonna keep it a grand with y'all. If you just try to stick with the protein, keep the protein up, you're gonna be strong, but you're not gonna really look full like you want to because your metabolism is always going like at 100 miles an hour. So what I ended up doing was, drinking a lot of oatmeal shakes, a lot of fruit, like getting 400. I'm 200 pounds, by the way. I'm 200 pounds right now. You know what I mean? Can't really tell what I got going on right here, but one day y'all gonna see pretty soon what's going on under the shirt. But I'm 200 pounds lean. I stay lean all year. It's hard for me to put on any unattractive body weight. That's just genetically how I'm set up as an ectomorph. Like I said, I started just crushing carbs. Now, if you're working out with an endomorph, he's not gonna be able to do the same thing. He's gonna eat those carbs and they're gonna make him go blow up. You know what I'm saying? For me, that don't happen. Same with the mesomorph. He could eat a lot of carbs, but he's gonna kind of moderate them down a little bit. He's not gonna do 400, 500 a day like me. He might do 200 and still see the same results, still be strong, still make the gains he want to make. And a lot of times, those mesomorph guys, they don't even got to work out. I know everybody know a guy that just naturally just be built and, and muscular genetically. They just got it. You know what I'm saying? Do push-ups. And next thing you know, they on stage winning bodybuilding competitions, men physique. But, for the skinnier guys, you got to work hard. You got to eat a lot. And for the bigger guys, you got to restrict your diet a certain way. So, for me, that works. A lot of people be going over this whole thing. You can't have too much sugar. Like, sugar's my friend. You know what I mean? Sugar's your friend if you're an ectomorph. I'm not telling you just go and just, eat straight sugars and snacks and candies. I still think you should keep it clean. Stick with the fruit. Stick with the oats. I'm not a big rice guy, but rice is good. The reason why I like rice is because I feel like rice doesn't really have that much nutritional value when you compare it to something else that has carbs, like fruit, for example, or oatmeal. You know what I mean? Oatmeal is kind of like a superfood for me because I get a good amount of fat in that too. And that's another thing, man. You want that fat because that's what your body want to burn when as a source of energy, to keep you lean. And this is a source of energy in general. You don't want your body to burn your protein away. And that's what happens when you have a diet that's just mainly protein. What happens is, your body doesn't get a chance to build up any glycogen, doesn't build up any glucose. And that's what comes from carbohydrates. So what happens is when your body is ready to burn, and there's no food or you don't have any glucose, it'll go straight to the muscle, start burning the muscle. Then you feel like you're kind of spinning tires, like you're not really getting big, you're not really putting on that size, and you eating right, you're working out hard, but you're just not getting the gains that you want to get. But that's because the carbohydrates are too low, man. Contrary to popular belief, a lot of people probably don't even know their body type. But if you've been working out for a minute and just experimenting with dieting and fitness, then you'll probably be able to tell what your body type is just off me telling you what those 3 types are. You could probably get an idea now which category you fit in. Like I said, for me, I'm the ectomorph slash meso because I do put on muscle pretty easily, but I also can lose it easily if I don't keep my diet up. It's never been an issue with me as far as like staying lean. You know what I mean? You'll be able to stay lean as an ectomorph, but if you want to look good and like fill your clothes out and look full, you kind of look like you know what I'm saying. You want to look like those same guys, the mesomorph guys. You want to look like the guys that just walk around muscular without having to do the most. A little bit more about my background. You know, I was a track athlete, so spent a lot of time running, burning calories, and just on GP, man, I wear this fitness watch to keep up with how many calories I burn a day outside the gym, because that's another thing you want to take into account is that, you know, when you just walking around like me, I can't be still. So I'm always moving around. I'm always walking. I'm always getting into stuff. You know, there's a lot of different hobbies I like and things I like to get into. And a lot of times I'll use energy that I'm not actually tracing the calories I'm burning using. So, you know, the game is to track calories in versus calories out. If you're burning more calories than you're eating, then obviously you're not going to gain. And if you're an ectomorph, there's a good chance that you're going to be burning away your muscle if you're not eating the right calories. So I use the watch, you know what I mean? It keeps up with how many steps I get. And I also add that into I use MyFitnessPal to track my calories. Sometimes I can do it in my head, but if I start to slack off, I'll use MyFitnessPal, and I'll add in my exercise so that the app will then tell me how much more food I need to eat to compensate for the calories that I'm burning just walking around. That's not even including the gym. So I can easily, for me, I can get 10,000 steps a day before I hit the gym. That's like 500 calories for me I burn. You know, for a while I wasn't even tracking that. And I'm like, dang, you know, the app says I need to eat like 2,000, 3,000 calories to maintain weight. And then, you know, I'm not maintaining. I'm actually getting, you know, I'm cutting. I'm getting leaner, but I'm trying to get big. I'm trying to put on some mass. And it's because I wasn't counting all the calories that I was exerting. So definitely want to keep up with that calories in versus calories out. But if you're a hard gainer, man, I'm telling you, hard gainer, skinny buff, whatever you want to call it, skinny guy, fast metabolism, ectomorph, you know what I mean? You want to eat carbs. Like I said, I eat like 400 minimum a day to stay at my weight. I'm actually trying to put on more weight. So some days I might hit 5, especially if I'm exercising, I might get close to 6. A lot of it is liquid because my appetite is not really that crazy to chew food that often to get that much carbohydrate in me. I don't feel like I don't always digest it that well chewing that much food. So what I end up doing is blending a lot of my shakes, blending a lot of oatmeal. A lot of people can't do this, but I just do straight oatmeal, 2 cups in water, like two to 3 times a day. That gets me to 300 off rip. So for breakfast, I had 2 cups. I like grits for breakfast. Sometimes I even treat myself to cookies at night. Can you believe that? It's because most of the day I don't really get a lot of fat calories. So, you know, I get my eggs in the morning. Sometimes I do like a bacon, or I do like a corned beef hash. Sometimes I do a burger. Every day I don't do a burger, but that's usually my source of fat and oils and stuff that my food's cooked in. But I need to get like 110 grams of fat a day sometimes. And if I don't hit that, that's when I'm already searching for carbs. Those cookies fit into my diet. And I'm not telling you to go out and buy you some cookies and bake cookies, but it works for me. You know what I mean? It works for a lot of people that have a fast metabolism. You get away with a lot of things. There's a gift and a curse for every body type. You know, some people don't like having to eat all the time, so it's a challenge for them. Some people don't like not being able to eat, so it's a challenge for them to cut their calories back. But then again, those people, they get to stay big, and they get to, you know, look full and look better in their clothes, and that's what a lot of it comes down to. You want to look good with your clothes on and off, right? If you really into aesthetics, which is really what I started off being into, but now I'm more into like just being an all-around athlete, do a little bit of martial arts, a little bit of everything, man. Running, basketball when I can, you know, definitely stay in the gym, lift weights, gotta stay strong. But that's my 2 cents, man. That's how hard gainers gain weight. You know what I mean? You can find the stuff all over the internet. You look in the description. There's actually an article I wrote up on this, and you'll see that, you know, this is stuff that you can also find on the internet. Just Google searching body types, how to gain weight with a fast metabolism. You know, you'll find that this is the common denominator. A lot of people, they be slack on the carbs, and that's usually it. You know, to be honest with you, I still keep the protein high, but protein is not really dominating my diet like a lot of people say. Oh, you need to have X amount of protein. You can't just count the protein, man. You know what I'm saying? Protein is important, but to me, that's a little bit easier to get when you eating carbs, because it's hard to find food that's just strictly carb unless you just eating sugar. You know what I'm saying? But if you're eating oats and you're eating sandwiches and stuff like that, you're going to get a good balance of macronutrients throughout the day. and you won't see it as much of a challenge trying to hit your protein goal. And then, you know, whey protein, people do whey protein, plant protein, if you need to get that extra protein in. But a lot of times you don't need as much protein as you really think as an ectomorph. You do want that protein when you're trying to build strength though. But just on GP, like if you're just really trying to gain weight, what's going to put on the weight is the carbohydrates, man. That having that glycogen built up is going to make you full, you know, and then having that fat to burn so that your body doesn't turn to turn to your muscles as a source of energy. Having that fat in your diet is key too, man. So if you like this video, man, go ahead and subscribe, hit the bell so that y'all can see when I drop more videos. This is just a start, you know what I'm saying? But I'm out.
I'm gonna go, I'm gassing.